His mental game is like no other. There is one thing that all very highly successful people share, and I started to notice this among some of the greatest athletes. I recently watched Michael Jordan's documentary on Netflix, The Last Dance, and it really got me thinking, what is it that makes Michael Jordan so great? Was he born with his talent and abilities? Was he born to be great? As I watched his documentary, I realized one thing. His mental game is like no other. His drive, his work ethic, his mental toughness is the driving power behind his success, his achievement, and his greatness. One of the most amazing parts was during the NBA Finals, Game 5 against Utah Jazz. He had food poisoning and he couldn't even get out of bed leading up to the game. During the first half of the game, it was really obvious he was unwell, he wasn't performing, he was missing his shots. But he found something deep within him that pushed him to score 38 points, leading his team to victory. Now that is the power of mindset. You only fail if you don't try, but if you keep trying and you never give up, that's the game changer. You only miss the shots you don't take. Failure is just you learning and growing and getting closer to your success. And I just think that's such a profound way of thinking. And that's why I believe Jordan is so great, because he's cultivated this mindset that has led him to greatness, that has shaped the way he perceives things and takes action. Most people don't realize the power of mindset in achieving success in school, work, sports, pretty much in any area of your life. It's the belief people hold about themselves that determines how they perceive things and how they behave. Beliefs play a pivotal role in what you want and whether or not you can achieve it. Our beliefs about our capabilities have the power to influence the path we take in life, and how we think has a direct impact on our actions. With the right mindset, you can transform and create the life that you want. The distinguishing factor between those who succeed and those who do not is mindset. It's so important to be able to understand the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset, and cultivate a growth mindset among ourselves and the people around us. To understand the concept of a growth mindset will help you be a better manager, a better parent, and a better friend. And I think this is such a valuable skill to learn, and it's something that's not taught in schools. And this is why I wanted to start this series of what I wish I learned in school, or what I wish they taught in school, is mindset. So what is the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset? A fixed mindset is the belief that people are born with talent, skills, and intelligence, and that alone leads to success and no effort is required. But think about it. How many people do you know that you believe are naturally talented or intelligent, yet they never lived up to their full potential because they didn't put in the effort, they got lazy, or they got distracted by something else like alcohol, drugs, and just fell by the wayside? I'm sure you can think of someone like that you either know personally or that you know of in the media. I honestly can relate to this a little bit because back in high school I used to play tennis and I had a tennis coach. There was a time when I was very committed. I would take lessons, practice on weekends, practice after school, and there was a time where I got a lot better. And something happened at school where I got distracted. I started to not commit myself to my practice as much. And like many other girls in high school, there was drama and I just let that take me off course. My mental discipline then was not as good as it is now, and it's something that I honestly regret, because if I had persisted and if I had continued to put in the time and effort into practicing tennis, I think I would be a lot better now. And I remember my tennis coach saying, "You were doing really well and you were getting a lot better and you have a lot of potential, yet you stopped coming to lessons and you stopped practicing as much, and now you're falling behind." And at that time, I didn't really appreciate what he said to me, but now I can understand that. It's a big regret of mine, and I wish that I had put more effort into it, because get out what you put in. Having a growth mindset, on the other hand, is believing that with effort, hard work, and persistent practice, you can improve, you can build new skills, you can get better, you can expand your knowledge. So it is the belief that over time, with effort, you can develop your talent and abilities. I think my mom is a really good example of a growth mindset. She actually didn't learn how to swim until she was in her 50s, and she practiced every day. She went swimming at the gym, started slow and just started getting better and better, and now she can swim laps for long periods of time. She can actually lap my dad. She can probably lap me as well. So it's never too late to learn and develop new skills, and I think my mom is a shining example of that. So how do you cultivate this mindset? What do we need to do to cultivate the mindset for greatness, for success in any area of our lives? First, I looked into the research. There's an American psychologist, Carol Dweck, and she's a thought leader in mindset, and she's written a book about it as well. And she and her colleagues did research about mindset, and you can cultivate a growth mindset in young children by talking to them a certain way about their effort. So what you shouldn't do is label them as smart, good, or not good, because that actually promotes a fixed mindset. It makes them believe that they're born smart. If you label them as bad, they think, "Oh, I'm just bad," and they'll just continue to do bad things. You can cultivate a growth mindset in children when you acknowledge their efforts. Say, "Oh, it was really good how you kept trying to shoot the ball into the hoop." If you acknowledge that and acknowledge that by putting in effort, they will improve, and acknowledge that failure is not a bad thing, but to learn from their failures, to learn from their mistakes, to improve and to get better, that's how you cultivate a growth mindset. If there's anything we do know, it's that hard work, effort, and dedication leads to change, learning, and growth. It really starts with mindset and the belief that you can put in the effort and grow and improve and get better at anything if you work hard and smart, of course. This is definitely something I wish I had learned in school. It really bleeds into self-esteem and self-confidence, and that's something some people seem to think that you're either born with or you're not, but I definitely think that there are ways you can cultivate this mindset and this confidence to fulfill your potential and be great in anything that you do. This is going to be the first video of a series that I'm starting, which is called What I Wish They Taught in Schools, and it was inspired by a buildup of all the things that I had to go through, all the mistakes that I've learned, and things I wish I knew earlier. So I thought I would share everything I have learned up until now that you may not get in the traditional educational system. And I think these are valuable skills that any person should have going out there into the real world. I hope you can apply it to your life to improve your quality of life and to fulfill your highest potential. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye everyone.